On this episode of Prodigious,
my initial impression is depression.
Smirks can't go downwards.
That's a frown, Jeff.
Whatever, flowy capes. TK is an emo angsty face.
I need your password. You can use mine to get on the internet.
Prodigious!
Welcome to Prodigious, episode 004, Try and Wait.
Adventure Tri PV.
Recorded May 7, 2015.
Prodigious is your critically nostalgic, analytical tour through the Digimon multiverse. I'm Jeff Ruberg, and I'm joined by Ashley McDonald.
What is this PV?
Anyway, and Asher Softman.
How am I supposed to follow that?
Asher can never follow me.
I can never follow you. I hate saying hi.
And Andrew Softman is busy with finals this week. And yeah, this week we're going to look at the recently revealed Tri PV and start staring down the long 6-month road to Tri. So yeah. So you should probably just go watch the PV. We'll link to it in the show notes and everything. And I assume most listeners have already watched it. There are two versions. There's the original Japanese one, which has an extra 30 seconds at the end of text with announcements. And there's a sub version, which does not have that announcements at the end. And the subtitles, all it really adds is there's 2 lines of dialogue, and it adds subtitles to the cast announcements. So yeah, the voice actors have been announced. And the major thing is that Tri is not going to be a weekly TV anime. It's going to be a 6-part theatrical OVA film series. So, and the first episode is going to be screened at a festival on August 1st, and then it's actually going to be shown in theaters November 21st. And that's just the first episode. So that's the news. So, Ashley, you go first. What are your initial impressions?
Okay, this PV is 3.5 minutes, and 2 of them are just showing us, literally just pictures of the characters. There's literally maybe a minute worth of actual content in this PV.
If that.
If that.
But it's panning over the characters.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
And they move a tiny bit.
I already knew that they were going to be there.
I also already knew their names. Wow.
Yeah. Weird.
I mean, we'll get into the animation later, but I like the animation that's shown of these characters much less than the key visuals we had before. So even the minute and a half of showing just panning with characters, I'm like, no. Especially the Digimon.
Well, I like the stills of Matt and Ty at 2 minutes in. Otherwise, whatevs.
I think the Digimon look really great.
Really?
I'm very impressed with the Digimon.
What?
Yeah. But
What?
I'm not sold at all on the kids. And why do Matt and TK look exactly the same now?
Yes, when I was watching it the first time, I was like, wait, didn't we already see Matt? Oh, it's TK. Oh, wait, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I hate the Digimon designs now.
Nope, I like them. They looked much better than the kids.
It seems so we've seen Agumon before, and we saw Agumon from the side in the beginning, and then once they show him from below, it's just all this crazy extra lines and detail that just look ugly and gross, and he has wrinkles and.
No, I'm okay with it. They look alive. I like it.
I don't like them in the stills. The animated fighting parts were fine.
Oh yeah, those looked good. I'm like the expressions they gave each character are killing me. I'm just half of these don't look right.
Okay, in this, I kind of like Gabumon and what they showed of Patamon.
Okay, Patamon was actually the one that weirded me out. He was so angry.
That's
why?
why I liked it.
His TK's anger from 0 2 has grown into Patamon.
Ay.
I mean, they all the Digimon have weird expressions. The ones that have expressions.
Tentomon, he just looks like Tentomon.
Yeah,
I remember Palmon looking pretty cute.
Palmon? No, her
Yeah.
eyes are weird.
I liked her eyes.
Whatever.
It is like so little information to be shown as well.
Yeah. There was like no information in this PV.
There was no information.
Oh, I mean, I think there's quite a lot. I mean,
No.
No, not really.
I don't know.
There's voice actors, yay.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Quite a lot considering what we had before, but also, I don't know. My initial impression is depression. I don't know, not quite that extreme, but
Depression.
Disappointment? is the word?
disappointment. Yeah, I was going for
Yes.
the not really alliteration, but repeated syllable. Anyway,
Assonance.
assonance. Yeah. Wait, no, assonance is yeah.
Actually,
Assonance.
I'm not. No, assonance is repeating vowel
Yeah,
at the front.
I don't-
Whatever.
Parallelism.
Aphora? I don't remember.
But anyway, so like, I mean, a lot of it comes down to I was just I had drifted so firmly into the mindset of assuming this is going to be a week by week TV anime series.
Why? I never thought that.
The thing is, like, I was like from the beginning extremely skeptical, much more skeptical than anyone else I saw online.
Yeah.
Like everyone kept saying, "Oh, it says anime series. That means it's a TV anime series." And I kept being like, "Okay, anime series can mean OVA anime series. OVA is still anime." I kept like, and I think we have record of this in the podcast that like when those would be announced, other people were saying it was TV anime, and I'd be like, might still be an OVA. And then I think over the months of more people just continuing to say TV anime, I think I just naturally assumed like if it weren't, someone would have corrected someone, and this misconception would have stopped. So I just accepted it, and then like in addition to accepting it, over time I just like kept expecting it. Like, I mean, in addition to like, we're gonna talk about our like what our plans for the podcast were that are totally blown up and falling apart now. Assuming that it was a TV anime series, but like there were just like things that I expected of Tri that are not totally different realm of possibilities now, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like I think there's a lot of cool things that can happen out of a 6-part theatrical OVA series. I mean, one of my favorite anime is Fully Cooley, which is a 6-part OVA series that aired over the course of a year, like an episode every 2 months, and so like there's a lot of potential there, and it means a lot more budget can be put to the animation and like can do lots of really cool things, but it's not the things that I was expecting, which is why I'm just very disappointed now, which isn't fair because like in the long run it might be a better thing than if it was a 52 episode series that had shoddy quality throughout. Yeah, I mean, there's like, I was kind of expecting like all sorts of themes to be able to be explored in Tri, like having so much time in characters' lives, just like feel what their lives are like, getting more character development just through exposure to their lives instead of like big climactic epic fights. And it kind of seems like it's going to be big climactic epic fights now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so everybody can ignore what I said in our retrospective episode that will come out later.
What did you say? I can't remember.
I was like, I'll give the crap in 02 benefit of the doubt because maybe it will make more sense when they explore it and Tri, but now I have no faith that any of it will be explored and Tri, so
Yeah.
JK.
Yeah, now I think about it, I think there was a lot of stuff we recorded. I was like, this was bad, but maybe it'll be explored more and Tri. And like, it still has the possibility of some of that being explored, but like, not, it's going to be like quick beats, probably not like, you know, like witnessing a year of their life, you know, which is, it's just different. It's also, I'm just disappointed by, you know, like, it was going to feel like a very big community-wide thing where like right now we make this podcast for the Digimon community. My ideal has always been to find people who don't consider themselves Digimon fans and like see up and like, oh, a podcast about Digimon, let me like, that makes me want to rewatch the show when I was little, or like just listen to this podcast about a show from when I was little. But like, it's hard to find those people. So I feel like most people who listen, most people who actually rewatch Digimon now are like consider themselves Digimon fans, and Tri airing week to week seemed like it was going to be this opportunity for like people who are like, oh, I watched Digimon as a kid, let me rewatch that, or let me just watch Tri as it airs, and like to kind of like increase the fandom size by a ton, bring new people back in, and like now I'm just like, that's not gonna happen. I mean, the movies, OVAs like this that air in theaters, from what I've heard, typically take a couple months to be released in the West illegally, and even more than that legally. So it's depressing. So like even though the first episode film is going to air November 21st in Japan, it's unlikely that we'll see it in the West for months after that. And people keep speculating like Toei has put a lot of effort into releasing this information in both English and Japanese. And reading into that, maybe they'll be better about releasing them on simulcast services like Crunchyroll and Funimation as they air, but I've learned to not get my hopes up. So.
But it's for the Digidestin around the world.
Supposedly. Also, it was supposedly spring 2015, so. All according to the first trailer.
First trailer was a lie.
It was. So yeah, our previous plans for the podcast, the first thing I was planning was when we finished 02, when I was kind of thinking, okay, it's been a couple weeks since April 1st. It's not going to air in spring, but maybe it'll air when I thought like after this PV would air a couple weeks later, and maybe like beginning of June or in the summer season. I was okay, let's do a mini series podcast where each week we discuss news and hype leading up to Try, because I figured they got to be like 5 episodes or something. We were going to call it Try and Wait, which is now the title of this episode probably. And that's not going to happen now, because that would, even if we did like a month by month, like there's not going to be new news each month. Like I feel like at this point it's like, we'll just stop thinking about Try until November or August. And when Ashley and I were in vacation in Hawaii in January, we were bored frequently.
I was not bored.
Okay, so there was some times when we were just like, I was just lounging on the beach and being like, I want to think about puns. But there were also times of like traveling, like sitting car rides and stuff.
We did start it on the flight where there was nothing to do.
Yeah. So Ashley and I, over this course of this week, brainstormed 165 different puns about the word try. And
I did not realize it was that many.
yeah, I thought it was like 50. And then I actually went through and like put them into a Google spreadsheet, and I marked my favorites to read. But I mean, it seemed like such a perfect idea. So when this was going to be a TV series, that like each week we could use one of these as the title for the show, for the title of the podcast, based on the relevant, like a lot of these could be relevant to whatever happens in the episode. And now it's just like, no, there'll be 6 episodes and most of these won't be relevant. Some of my favorites were, because a lot of these are terrible, but we just wrote down every idea that came to us. Beauties in the Try of the Beholder. Birds Try View. Cross my heart and hope to try. Don't try ever spill milk. It's my party and I'll try if I want to.
Wow.
It's hard to scroll through this list in Google spreadsheets. Lucy in the Try with Diamonds.
No.
Made your bed, now try in it. More than meets the try. Come on, that one's really good.
My hips don't try. That was the best one.
That's the good one. That's a good one.
Ash, you like old college try.
That one's too. You wouldn't realize it's a pun unless you knew.
Exactly. Only the good try young.
It's a good one.
This is the story of a girl who tried a river and drowned the whole world.
No.
No? Come on. That one was good.
Okay, we were gonna call the podcast Die Trying.
Prodigious, die trying.
Prodigious Die Trying.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Once I started these alphabetically, I realized the ones that started with T were usually bad because it was just like things that started with the word try. Try like an eagle. It's pretty good.
Try like an eagle. That is pretty good.
That is a good one.
When Pigs Try would be a good like title now, because it's like if it ever comes out. Also, when we were hoping it would air in April along with other spring anime, it was Your Try in April would have been really good. But you have to know that there's an anime series called Your Lie in April. If you don't get that, then
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Well, you just suck.
it's really funny if you know the anime. It's also not even anything. You're just confused at the grammaticalness of it if you haven't heard of the anime. Yeah, I was also planning in that miniseries to have like a lengthy discussion about like what it'll be like coming to the show from a primarily dub perspective, like because we have a sense of the characters in the dub and the Japanese characters are in some ways drastically and in a lot of ways subtly different, and so like it was going to be tough to get a sense of their Japanese characteristics and
I was looking forward to it not being that difficult and telling people how it wouldn't be that difficult.
Well, I don't think it would be. It would just be like subtly different, I feel. And I don't think it would be difficult to come to it from that perspective, because I think a lot of people are like, they're not even going to know these names. And it's like, okay, like knowing the names is going to be really simple. It's going to be, it's also going to, it would be like these characters would be different in the years since. So like, I don't know how much those differences would have mattered, but I was interested in having that discussion in the time of until Tri came out. But I feel like since it's going to be a OVA series, like that's really not, they're not going to see much of the characteristics that much anyway. Like it's going to be, I don't know, I think it's just like, because we're not going to have as much exposure to them, I don't think that's going to matter as much. Yeah, I am sad. I mean, I still think we're going to cover Tri as it comes out, but what that means now is so far up in the air, because, like, are we even going to be able to get them for months later? Are we going to... I don't know how I feel about covering them until they're officially subtitled, and, like, are they going to be officially subtitled for, like, a year until... They might not be subtitled until a year after they come out. And... I mean, all that's up in the air. Are they going to come out once every 2 months, once every month, once every year? I mean...
This is why I don't like talking about these things.
Yeah. There's a lot up in the air. And, I mean, yeah. A couple of people have asked, like, if we're going to be covering Tamers instead. And, like, yeah, you're not going to just not do something for 6 months. But also, we're not ready to start Tamers right away. We're going to take some time off and figure out what we're doing. And so we're not clear on the timing for that yet. But... we are going to start Tamers next. Now I wanted to have us try watching the trailer and then just reacting to it live. Ooh, a logo. The font they're using is Futura, in case you're curious,
Wow.
for the English.
Nerd.
I recreated the logo text.
So am I not supposed to say what I think this means right now?
Yeah, we'll discuss that later. One looks so weird. Is like he's looking down and...
I don't know what's up with the shot. Oh my god, there's goggles!
I do like this part.
Googles.
Yeah, that looked nice. And then the rest of it was like,
oh no.
Oh no, what is that?
Agumon's baggy, saggy stuff under his chin. They're cool standing on the bridge. I did wonder what the geography of the bridge, though.
Geography? You would.
Tentomon looks cool.
He looks like Kentomon, come on.
Yeah.
Falmon!
Oh my god, Joe does the glasses thing!
Joe should not do the glasses thing, though.
Wait,
He's
what?
not
The
that kind of
glasses
character.
glimmered?
Yeah.
TK looks so apprehensive. I love you, TK. Please, I'll give you a hug. Got him on your weird. Hello, I just saw this person.
Doing it in reverse.
I know. Why? Now you're happy, TK? Whatever.
Yeah,
No.
that was confusing because Matt
Yeah.
smiled in his little thing, and then TK frowned, but now
See,
TK's
it's so
smiling.
confusing.
Super confusing.
I only think it's confusing if you read into tons of detail about their facial
No, but
structure.
they look the same.
No, they do look exactly
yeah,
the same right now, and also like they're only giving us facial
I know.
expressions
Yeah.
right now, and like they're not getting most of them right, and that bothers like that.
But
That
he
makes
looks
me
so
worried.
hot. I like.
He looks hot to you. He looks like
Ty is also hot.
No, Ty's shininess in his hair is way too big.
I don't care.
Also, there's
I'm
girl under the
fine with that.
bridge.
Matt's hair is not big enough.
Nope. Whatever. Matt is hot.
No, he isn't. He looks really bland. I'm sorry.
Whatever. I'll agree to disagree. Omnimon is what
Does that
is
mean
happening.
you think TK looks really hot too?
I mean, we already know I have a crush on TK. It's not.
guess
What?
that's
No, we didn't
true.
know this.
Dude, she loved him last episode when we were talking.
I didn't realize there was a crush about it, though.
Jeff is jealous of my crushes on fictional
Their
characters.
eyes are too close to their profile, like the end of their face. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're like
No.
too far
Who?
forward. In the
TK?
profiles,
Forward?
all of them in the okay, when they're facing the side, their eyes are too close to. I don't know. It bugs me.
I'll
It
look
just
that up
doesn't look
later.
right.
Um,
Oh my god, the annoying whistle.
I'm like, why is there still 30 seconds left in this trailer? And this isn't even the one with the extra 30 seconds of the announcement, the
Yeah, this
text.
trailer is pretty worthless.
Oh, wait, they're going to do the creepy hug thing.
You're gonna do a
This
weird
looks so
hug.
creepy. They're like
He's
kissing.
like, he's like gonna eat Ty's face.
I thought this was cute.
I mean, it's a direct callback. We'll have an image in the show notes of both the hug we're talking about and it's a callback to the end of the Adventure OVA that was set before the prequel one. Not really prequel because it came out before the series, but when Ty is hugging Greymon at the end. It's
okay.
which is not in the dub movie, I don't think at all. But it's basically like they're doing the same pose except it's Ty hugging up Greymon and this Agumon's hugging up Ty. I say hugging up because it's like they're hugging upwards.
He's totally gonna eat Ty's face. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, okay. So it's the first thing I'm going to talk about is Tai Chi's voiceover. The translation is, I encounter. So he's talking to Agumon presumably, and he says, "I encountered you. This world has chosen the reality in the future which shouldn't have been chosen. That's why I'm here."
That is actually like super ominous, and the
It
fact that
is.
he has his goggles, like, what happened to season 2?
No, I don't think it's that season 2 is retconned. I think it's that they're like in some weird alternate dimension.
Where season 2 didn't happen.
Yeah, but like the real dimension is like still 02 happened there.
Okay, all right, I accept that. I'm okay with alternate timelines.
Yeah, I mean, so that's definitely a possibility. Like they're in one timeline where season 2 didn't happen, so Tai is now time traveling or something to make season 2 have happened.
I am super okay with time travel.
I am too. The thing is, like, I had this similar excitement about Digimon plus time travel when the third arc of Cross Wars was announced, and it was announced to like I forget it's anyway like the Hunter Boys Who Leap Through Time was the title, and that's like an allusion to The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, which is a really good movie directed by Mamoru Hosoda. And I was like, oh my god, all these connections, and it's going to be about time travel, and it's going to be awesome, and it has nothing to do with time travel. It's just like there's Digiquartz, which is like kind of a post-apocalyptic version of Tokyo, kind of, that they leap back and forth to, but it doesn't really, there's nothing really to do with time travel in it. It's just an alternate little pocket world. But yeah, I mean, it seems like this has to do with time travel, which is cool and exciting. But the fact that it's an OVA kind of calls all the canonicity stuff into more question, because like even ignoring the fact that this is probably going to deal with different timelines and different canons and stuff, like just the fact it's an OVA puts it into territory like the other OVAs of, is this canon with the series? Maybe not anymore. And then like, if it just ignores 02 altogether, which it may or may not, do we consider the 02 series more canonical because it was a TV series than this movie series? And I mean, I guess there's no reason to expect at this point that they are canceling out 02 completely.
Yeah, I mean, we have to wait and see. But you can have two separate lines of canon. Like, this is canon unto itself.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And you can kind of choose, you can have two minds and be like, well, when I think about 02, that's canon. When I think about this is canon. And it doesn't need to be like 02 has been blasted from existence.
Right.
Yeah. There was so Anime News Network today reported that in the SEO meta tags for the Digimon Adventure website, it includes the keyword Daisuke in Japanese.
Wow.
So yeah, there are people interpreting, oh, so 02 is canon and 02 kids are gonna be this, and I mean that's pretty much a stretch because Daisuke's name has been there forever, and it's also weird because like none of the other 02 kids are named. It's just Daisuke. But maybe that's just because he's the most popular one.
Is he?
I would I don't know. I don't know what's like in Japan.
Ken.
Oh.
It's gotta be Ken.
I mean, I don't know. I don't expect the 02 kids to be in this. I expect them to be name dropped, perhaps.
I expect though, like, if it's considered canonical in whichever timelines, that they'll show up in, you know, like, not to be like main characters, but to have an appearance.
Have little cameos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I expected when I was thinking of it as a TV series that they would be like the cameos of the Adventure Kids in 02.
Also, I think we're only seeing footage from probably the first of these OVAs, and it's possible the O2 kids will show up in later installations.
I wouldn't be surprised if the fight between Omegamon and Alphamon is from later stuff, 'cause that seems like a big deal. But it also could be like, I mean, in most incarnations, Alphamon is a good guy, and so like it could just be their first meeting, and then they later team up to do other stuff. So it could be in the first OVA, but I don't know. No idea what the scope of these OVAs is going to be. Like, if each one is going to be like this huge climactic thing, or if it's going to be like set up into some thing later on. We discussed the art style a little bit before, and yeah, I like the humans. I really liked in all the stuff that's been released. All the key visuals that have been released so far, but like they seem so much glossier this time.
The Digimon look very glossy, yeah.
Digimon?
To me, the humans look really flat and also very same-facey.
Oh yeah. I feel like a lot of the complaints from the initial art style, like it seems like a lot of people who were really critical of the art style when it was revealed in like the two posters or whatever, are like, oh, it looks better now.
Really? I feel the opposite.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like it looked better before, and now it looks less unique. It looks more generic-y anime with all the glossiness, and maybe it's really just Tai's glossiness. Like everyone else has a subtle level, whereas Tai's hair is like huge gloss everywhere.
I'm okay with Tai's giant glossy hair. There's something about their faces that's just like throwing me every time I see them.
I feel like I just got used to this animation face thing after watching Tsuritama. Like TK looks a lot like
Oh, he totally does.
one of those main characters.
Was his name Yuki? Yuki or
Oh,
Haru?
yeah.
Yeah,
I can't-
he totally looks like Yuki.
Yeah, I guess I'm the one that didn't watch Tsuritama, so.
Wait, no, actually, wasn't his name Haru?
Oh,
He was Haru.
I got them confused.
I got the names all confused, but
Yuki is the
is the main dude? Haru's the
Yes.
alien.
yeah, Haru's the alien.
Tsuritama's about fishing, right?
Yes, and aliens.
Okay.
But I feel like Tai really doesn't. I don't have anything to say aside from I hate the gloss. Really, everything comes back to that. He doesn't look like he looks less like a Tsuritama character now.
Yeah, Tai doesn't really have a Tsuritama character feel.
But yeah, I guess the Digimon faces, like the eyes are very glossy. Yeah. So one thing that stood out to me about Yamato, and also I was ready to like think of these characters as their Japanese names, because it was like we're going to be like dealing with Japanese names for a year possibly. But now I'm like, I don't know.
I do not care.
So Matt / Yamato's face, his smirk in the profile, his like mouth is like so diagonal, and the first thing I thought
it's
of
the
was
wrong way.
wrong way of what?
Like it's not a smirk, it's a frown.
What do you mean wrong way?
No. There's like the first time we see Matt, he smiles. And then when we actually see his face head on, he's frowning. Yes.
Yeah, but that's the one that Jeff has linked here.
Oh,
The
I see.
frowny
So you're
one.
saying it's like, I think it's you're saying that it's I'm looking at the direction of the whole thing. You're saying that it is a little frowny. I feel like it's like barely curved. It's like mostly a line. But I do see the slight curvature that you're saying is frowny. But I'm just commenting on the fact that it's so diagonal, which made me think about what is her name? Natalie Dormer from Game of Thrones and Hunger Games Part 3 and 4 or whatever.
No.
So are you looking at the comparison?
Yeah, but I just can't see it because I'm like, Matt is frowning. I don't understand.
Right. So her smirk, it's upwards, whereas his is downwards, but it's still.
Smirks can't go downwards.
That's a frown, Jeff.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
a
not what a
smirking frown.
No.
That's not what a smirk is.
But when you frown, it's not diagonal like that.
I have to plug in my computer, but you're wrong. That's just not a smirk. Pause. Jeff learned what a smirk was while I
No.
was gone. You're wrong.
Okay, a smirk,
Yeah, Jeff, you're wrong.
but like frowns aren't diagonal.
Smirks are always smiles.
Okay, but the differentiating factor between a smirk and a smile is the diagonalness. And I'm commenting on the diagonalness of the frown. It's a smirky frown.
No.
Anyway,
I
Natalie
gave up on
Dormer.
this.
Natalie Dormer apparently has been asked about her signature smirk, and she's commented that her face is just asymmetric, and that's just how it is when she smiles naturally. Although I saw some comments on Tumblr when that came out being like, oh, she's so cool. It's not like stereotypical beauty. And I'm like, she may have an asymmetrical mouth, but like the rest of her is still very much stereotypical beauty. Like,
Yeah.
it's not really a celebration of breaking beauty norms. Next point I had here was the girl under the bridge.
Okay, I need to look at this image. 'Cause I cannot see it in the PV ever. Okay.
I mean, I definitely didn't notice it the first time I watched the PV, and then
I kept being like, is that a Digimon like on a stake? Like I don't know
Oh,
what's going on.
What?
I could
Like a
not
crucified
see that
Digimon?
It was yeah, like a crucified.
a Digimon crucified with glasses.
I couldn't tell that they were glasses before.
Yeah, I didn't until it was still.
I'm not sure to what you guys are referring.
There's a link in the Google Doc,
Ah.
and we'll have a link in the show notes. I've heard people comment that it's Yoli/Miyako, which I think is a big stretch just because they have glasses, and some people joking that like it's Yoli mad that 02 is not canon anymore or something like that. But yeah, it's a new Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
No one has identified it as a currently existing Digimon, and apparently it's weird to show a Digimon like this without it existing in any other aspects of the Digimon franchise. Usually they're announced.
It is. I mean, they're meant to sell toys, so.
Yeah, this is bizarre.
How are people getting Noriko out of that
Yeah, I
very
don't
tiny,
understand.
blurry image?
So the other thing I found was people guessing that it was Noriko, and yeah, I think that's stretch because it has like she has brown hair, and that's basically all you can see. That was a stretch, but I found it
So
skimming Tumblr.
ridiculous. Stop speculating, people. You're just gonna let yourself down.
Yeah, I should stop speculating over this 2 seconds of content thing.
Yeah, I mean she's clearly framed as villainous, but also these way things go, I feel like that's typically the bait and switch. Like they appear villainous, but aren't. Yeah, I don't know how much there is to read into her. There's also the prominence of Ty and Matt facing each other off.
I am done with the Ty and Matt rivalry. Like, I'm sorry, they resolved it.
I mean, I also think it's kind of a leap to assume that them standing like this, looking at each other and walking past each other is necessarily a signal of them fighting. But it has... I'm actually not sure if Digimon predates the trope or if the trope predated Digimon, because I mean, there have been a lot of series like Naruto and Code Geass and this anime season, Sarah for the End, that focus on this like two primary shonen protagonists.
Oh, Digimon had this.
No, wait, no. I'm saying, did Digimon predate it, or did the trope predate Digimon?
Oh, well, I think the trope has probably existed for zillions of years.
Yeah.
So,
It seems like a pretty standard narrative.
yeah.
It didn't seem like very fresh at the time.
No.
I liked the joke that I made on social media, which the rainbow bridge is in the background, and so the image of Ty and Matt facing each other, and I said, "Is that a rainbow bridge between us, or you're just happy to see me?" But yeah,
So punny.
I am.
Also, this is not like them facing each other and looking at each other all mad is not the prominent shot. In the end, it's that they switch and their backs are to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of... I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, I don't think that's automatically an antagonistic thing.
I think that actually is. Hold on.
It depends. They could be watching each other's back, or they could be ignoring each other and going their separate ways. It's ambiguous.
What's the name of the people in Kogias? Lelouch and
Suzaku.
Suzaku.
Shiraku.
Because I feel like artwork for... Apparently I don't know how to spell the people in Seraph at the End. Because I feel like the Seraph at the End opening has that same shot of them having walked past each other looking in opposite directions. But I can't find it. And I feel like Code Geass did.
I feel like there's so much art for Code Geass that you will not get a definitive answer from that.
True. Yeah, there's a lot. Come on. I can't find it for Seraph at the End either. but I could have sworn it's in the opening. But yeah, I mean, I think them looking past is also a sign of antagonism. But it's weird because like also prominent in this trailer is Omnimon slash Omegamon, so it's like that seems to be sending mixed signals of them. It doesn't seem like they're fighting if they have also unified and have Omegamon out in the open.
I'm of the opinion that none of these images actually mean anything except for the Digimon fights, and that they're just like throwing things out that they think are going to excite the fandom. Like, oh, Matt and Ty are fighting again. Woo!
It's true.
Yeah.
It also kind of makes sense to like re-spark what fans expect instead of what is. Like, if it's like a complex plotline, you can't really express it in a brief image, but you can be like this rivalry that you expect. But yeah, moving on to the Digimon fights. Greymon versus Kuwagamon, apparently, in a very Greymon versus Parrotmon evocative shot. Looks like he's next to a bridge, like Kuwagamon's getting beat up next to a bridge, just like Parrotmon.
Yeah, it pretty much kind of looked like Heightened View Terrace there.
Yeah.
Or Hikari Gaoka, wherever.
Yeah, I mean, the animation looks really nice. I feel bad for Kuwagamon.
Yeah, he never catches a break.
Well, he also keeps attacking. And the Alphamon versus Omegamon fight. Oh, look, Alpha and Omega, Greek letters, yay, end and beginning and end, ooh. I mean, there's also a speculation that, like, Alphamon and Omegamon are, when shown together especially, are usually in the Royal Knights.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's speculation that Royal Knights being part of this story. It could just be Alphamon. In any case, it's a cool-looking fight.
Whatever. Flowy capes.
Does Alphamon have a cape too? Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yes.
Very flowy capes. And I mean, I'm trying to remember the plot of X Evolution, but I'm pretty sure there is an Alphamon versus Omegamon fight in X Evolution. But that's in 3D. I actually forgot the plot, but there is...
This animation looks better than...
Oh, wait, I'm totally blanking on this, but I'm pretty sure that Dorumon digivolves into Alphamon in X Evolution. Maybe.
Baby Digimon?
Yeah. Like, this is his final form in the movie. But yeah, it looks cool. We talked before about how Yamato is looking down and Takeru is looking up. Whether that actually means anything, I don't know. People reading into it, but...
TK is an emo angsty face.
No, he isn't, though. Not really.
Okay.
He spends most of his time being jokey.
He does, but maybe we'll finally get to his darkness.
We did that. He had like half an episode about it.
Now maybe we'll get to it for real.
Maybe they'll actually explore it and
for real
come to a resolution about it.
Yeah.
I'm much more excited for that than for the possibility of Dagomon.
Yeah.
Which, let's be real, I don't think Dagomon has a chance anymore, or the Dark Ocean either. Although people were saying that, like, in the background of Takeru and Hikari's shots, you see the ocean or the Tokyo Bay or whatever. So, like, maybe that's a connection to the Dark Ocean. And
that is,
oh my goodness!
Wow.
I love people.
There's a lot of grasping at straws here.
They are so funny.
They're trying really hard.
There are a lot of straws you can grasp at.
If they're right, like, good for you.
What do you guys think about the Butterfly remix?
I didn't actually notice.
That played throughout it?
Yeah, the music that's playing.
I recognized it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's unclear if that's going to be the actual opening song, or if that's just... Because, I mean, there are a lot of different, like, remixes that were in the original series. So that might not be the opening, might just be another remix, but...
I mean, I paid attention to it more after you whined about how the guitar solo, like...
Yeah, so this is offline, yeah.
Gets really hype, but then, doesn't go anywhere. It just goes back to being really flat or whatever. And I did notice that on the first... I forget what's happening in it. I guess they, like, transition from Ty's goggles to showing... just the profiles or whatever. And I noticed that, like, that transition did feel really flat, but then the rest of them I was like, they're fine.
Yeah, I mean, my criticism was that, like, it feels like it's, like, building up all this hype and then just, like, and that, like, that's kind of a commentary of the PV as a whole. Like, it feels like it's, like, it doesn't build up tension the way I expect. And I saw this one comment somewhere that's kind of just natural in Japanese trailers, and I haven't really seen too many or any Japanese PVs, so like maybe that's just true that like I expect more of a style from Western trailers that is very different. But it just felt like it was like building up this energy and then like never really paid it off. Like it would keep building up and then like and yeah, and I don't know. But I'm used to like Japanese opening songs, and like it felt very anticlimactic compared to that. It also didn't feel like super timed well with the actual stuff that was shown in the trailer very well. But oh well. I mean, I'm pessimistic about the song. Maybe in the context of the actual opening, it'll be better, but not thrilled. I have no comments about the voice actor cast.
I do not either.
I do not either.
I'm surprised that a lot of people care so much about it.
A lot of people care very much about voice actors. I don't happen to.
Yeah, I mean, I would care a lot more. Actually, I would care a decent amount more if it was a language I spoke. But even then, I would be more optimistic. I'd be optimistic to just wait to see how it sounds in practice. But yeah, I mean, so all the partner Digimon are returning, but none of the humans are returning.
Why would we care when we've never watched it in Japanese, or like have not primarily watched it in Japanese?
I don't know. I mean, I guess most people who are caring have, but do primarily care for the
Right.
Japanese and subtitle version.
I'm saying
But like,
the three of us.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
But I still don't, even for anime that I watch in Japanese with subtitles, I don't care about.
Unless I know that Tomokazu Seki is gonna be in it.
Who's
I don't
that?
care. He played Vaughn.
Of course. Of course. In Escaflowne. For people who don't.
Well, he's been other people that I like too. That's why I know.
Okay. But Ashley is, some might say, an Escaflowne freak.
Some might say that.
If you like Escaflowne, you should check out Ashley's appearance on the Anime News Network podcast, ANNCast, talking about Escaflowne.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's also some hesitation because it's like a bunch of them are new voice actors who don't have much of a career so far. But apparently that was also the case for the original cast when they started Digimon. So, but the only name the only name whose history I recognized was Taichi's voice is the voice of Kaneki Ken from Tokyo Ghoul, which I wouldn't recognize probably, but I like the anime. That's, yeah, I don't think there's much about that for us. But there was I saw on Tumblr a like translation of comments that they'd all said, that all of the voice actors had said, and it seems like a bunch of them like grew up watching Digimon, which is kind of cool that that's like us. But we're not voice actors. There was a bit of speculation that I actually found really cool. There'll be a link in the show notes. Do you guys see this? It's the ternary thing in the Google Doc, and it's the image of Tentomon. And in the background, and this is I think throughout the trailer, but it's kind of hard to get a good screenshot, so this is the first one I found. In the background, instead of binary, so binary is zeros and ones. The stuff that's in the background is zeros, ones, and twos.
Oh, for try. Haha.
Yeah, yeah.
Ha.
I thought that was pretty cool.
You're such a nerd.
Okay, I wasn't the one who found it. I saw it on Reddit, I believe, because I think it was initially posted as like 02 is going to be canon. Look, there's a 0 and a 2. But then someone was like, no, it's ternary. And I was like, oh, that's so clever. I'm sorry, I forget who it was if you're listening. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, a little weird because I feel like most people see it are going to be like, we're going to think about 2, not 3. But I mean, like, that would be really cool if like there's some like alternate world where if that's actually a thing, that like there's some competing universe with like more powerful computers that are using ternary instead of binary, like that would be awesome, but I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any point to us speculating what try means, because
It's the third one. Wow.
I mean, my initial thought was like try evolutions, but that wasn't shown at all, and they probably wouldn't like reveal something like that.
Oh my god. If they merge like 3 Digimon, is that what you mean?
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it before because like it could mean like the relationships. There would be a lot of love triangles that would fit nicely into that, but still possible. But a lot is possible at this point.
Could happen. Anything could.
Yeah. And we talked before about the Western release, how it's very much up in the air and possibly will be very difficult to watch from here. So I don't have any other notes. Do you have any closing thoughts?
My enthusiasm has been tempered.
Yep, that's.
That
I kind of
is
yeah.
my end sentiment.
I was super hype and super excited, not just for the show, but for our coverage of it. And I kind of had to I initially wanted to record this episode yesterday right when the episode came out. And I think instead we're going to aim to release it on Friday. So hopefully listening to it on Friday. But I had to I was super hyped, and then I had to step away and be like, it wasn't that I was depressed, but I was just like, everything is different than I expected. I had to just be like, hands off.
This is why I don't like hyping things up. It's always bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not afraid it's gonna be bad, right? It's just
Right.
yeah, I shouldn't have built up what I thought it would be. Ashley, do you remember the comments?
No, not really. I wasn't as hype as you guys were. I was always a little bit.
I wasn't even that hype. I was just like, okay, we're finally gonna learn information. And then it was like, dude, it's 2 minutes of character profile. Like, what is this?
It's weird because I'm not let down by the trailer itself at all. I'm just let down by the OVA-ness.
I had a feeling it was going to be OVAs.
Yeah.
I had a feeling back in the day that just was consumed by the hype train.
Yeah, you really did get to
Yeah, you were super hyped.
Yeah.
It kind of, okay, I also fell into the trap with Jeffrey because Jeffrey dragged me into the trap.
Yeah, I'm lucky and I don't have that.
It's like the cave from season 1 where Matt gets dragged into the darkness.
Which we were
And
just
then,
talking about.
We're just talking about?
I was just talking about Matt and the darkness and his half an episode where he dealt with it.
Yeah, oh, that's what you meant. Oh, I thought you were talking about TK dealing with darkness.
Oh,
in
no,
season
he
2.
didn't deal with it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was confused because I was like,
Yeah,
why are you saying he dealt with
TK.
it?
Why were we talking about TK? Weren't we talking about Matt?
Because he
We're
was
talking about
all
TK being sad.
frowny face.
I thought we were talking about Matt at that point.
See, you're confused.
We outnumber you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can retroactively make what you were talking about.
Exactly.
But yeah, I dragged Ashley into the hype just like the darkness dragged Sora in with Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was exciting to see people who, because like normally the only people who care about Digimon are people who, the only people who actively talk about Digimon are people who like are in the Digimon fandom explicitly, self-identify as Digimon fans. And it was exciting to see people who didn't, were just anime fans or not even anime fans, just talking to Digimon. And I was like, they're going to keep talking. They're going to talk about it every week for a year, possibly. I mean, there was no expectation there would actually be like 52 episodes like other stuff. But, like maybe for like a season, people will be talking to Digimon every weekend. Instead, it's, yeah. It'll be airing for a while, hopefully. But there's not going to be any kind of syndicated, likely it won't be everyone talking about it as soon as an episode airs. Because like if availability is in question, then people are going to have different access and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, but I mean, it's still likely to inject life into the franchise. And after this airs, there will probably be a new season, maybe a sequel to something else, maybe a new, fresh season. Who knows? But
stop your speculations right now.
Because I don't want to get my hopes. I shouldn't get my hopes up, or
just put them away.
I'm starting up a new hype train.
No.
No, I'm just trying to be like not super pessimistic. Like I don't want to end on a super pessimistic note. Like
I don't care what you want.
There is nothing. There is no Digimon.
There is no Digimon. You know what? Okay, you want to end on a depressed note. We're gonna start Tamers, which is awesome.
Well, no, actually, no. We need to say, do or do not. There is no try.
Do or do not. There is no try.
But no, I mean, yeah, I am excited to cover Tamers, and I think I'm not going to realize that until we're actually into it. I'm like, well, this is so good. Guilmon! Takatomon!
Takatomon! I miss you, Guilmon.
You can find the show notes for this episode at padages.com/004. Go there to find thorough notes on everything we've mentioned on the podcast and to leave and read feedback in our comment section. This is your last chance to get our shirts for Season 2 with the Digimon logo. The last day you can order them is May 12th, which is a couple of days after this episode comes out. If you're listening to this before May 12th, go buy one. Follow Podages on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook to get lots of extra images, GIFs, and other fun stuff related to the show, and keep up with us between episodes. You can also send us feedback on social media or in the discussion threads for the podcast on withthewill and digimon.reddit.com. You can find me on Twitter at JeffFriendlyJeff, Ashley on Twitter at AshMcD00, and Asher on Tumblr at AsherDashery. You can also find links to all our podcasts and personal social media at podages.com. If you like the show, please subscribe, leave a review on iTunes, and share it with your friends. If your friends don't like Digimon, make them stand under a bridge in shadows ominously until they watch Digimon. Since we have 6 months until Tri, we're going to loop back and start analyzing 02 again, this time frame by frame, and then we're going to repeat Endless 8 style 15,527 times. Join us next week as we begin the time loop on Podages, our 02 cents. No, but seriously, that's going to be wrapping up 02. Bye!
Bye.
And remember, never stop Digivolving. So Ashley and I are here after we record the episode to read the full list of Tri puns because we thought that'd be fun and we don't want to let them go to waste. We were keeping them up our sleeve as a secret weapon for once we did the Tri podcast, but that's not really happening as a week-to-week thing. We decided we just open the floodgates and we want you to vote. Not vote, but in our we could make a poll out of it. It'd be a really huge poll.
Oh my god, no.
Leave a comment in our comment section, podages.com/004 with your favorite, or tell us on social media or whatever.
Or come up with a new one.
Or share, yeah. Well, yeah. No, but ours, we can't with all of them. Ours are
No,
we didn't. There are probably tons more. So come up with your own, but also share on social media with your favorite one. So we actually did make a poll, and it's huge, and you can find it at podages.com/004 and vote for the ones you like there. And also, if you have one that you really, really love, it's your absolute favorite, then tell us in comments or social media, whatever.
Yes.
And yeah. Okay, so Ashley, we're going to do this in one take. We considered...
Alright, we're going to mess it up.
We initially were like, okay, we're going to edit it and like have like be really condensed, and now we're like, no, we're going to do one take. We're just going to... It's going to be messy, and we're going to do it. Okay. So there are 165 of them. Let's go. Maybe every 50 I'll say what it is, so people have a sense of where we are. Okay. And actually, we should start a timer. So...
Why?
Well, no, I'm just going to remember when this started. Okay, a finger in every try.
A piece of the try.
A try for a try.
A try for an eye.
I'll try that.
American try.
An eye for a try.
Another pair of tries.
As American as apple try.
As try as a bone.
Beauty's in the try of the beholder.
Bird's try view.
Blue try.
Bone try.
Can't take your tries off it.
Catch someone's try.
Come hell or try water.
Couldn't believe my tries.
Cross my heart and hope to try.
Curl up and try.
Die trying.
Don't try over spilled milk.
Easy as try.
Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we try.
Eating humble try.
Entricing.
Feast tries on.
Flying try.
Friends in try places.
Get some shut try.
Give it a try.
Give someone the evil try.
Half the truth is the whole try.
Hands are tried.
Have butter tries on your stomach.
I believe I can try.
I got 99 problems with a try ain't one.
I wanna get try.
Like we don't know if that's a song or not. It's just say to tune. In the blink of a try.
In the public try.
In the tries of the law.
It's my party and I'll try if I want to.
It's try time.
John Tucker must try.
Just a gleam of my try.
Keep a try out for it.
Keep tries peeled.
Kick it in a try gear.
That was 50 of them. Leave high and try.
Leave it out to try.
Let trigons be trigons.
Like watching paint try.
Live and let try.
Live together, try alone.
Living a try.
Look someone in the try.
Lucy in the try with diamonds.
Made your bed, now try in it.
More than meets the try.
My hips don't try.
Never know till you try.
Nicest try.
Nice tries finish last.
Nice try.
No man's try.
No more Mr. Nice try.
Old college try.
On one's try horse.
Once bitten, twice try.
Once up a try.
Once upon a try.
Once.
On a tree. Only a good try on.
Once upon a try. Open your tries.
Pathological trier.
Pie in the try.
Retry. That's not a pun. What was I thinking?
Shut your try hole.
Site for sore tries.
Slice of try.
Social butter try.
The king in try.
The try ground.
The try is cast.
The try of the storm.
The try is the limit.
There's no try in team.
This is the story of a girl who tried a river and drowned the whole world.
This is Tri Story.
Tie the drying? Tie the drying. Okay. That's not.
Try in? Question mark? Apparently, I wasn't sure if it was a pun
It
or not.
was that. Time to try.
Also, time to try with a Y instead of an I.
To try for.
Tongue tried. You have to read this one.
Traichi Yagami.
Tristan, and he's old.
Try and mighty.
Try another day.
Try as a kite.
Try as I may.
Try away home.
Try by night.
Try by the seat of your pants.
Try down.
Try die.
Try fighter.
Try 5.
Try gun.
Try hard with a vengeance.
Also, that's 110. Try high.
Try in the sky.
Try and wait.
Try Kamiya.
Try low.
Try maintenance.
Try me.
Try milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
Try of a broken heart.
Try of boredom.
Try of curiosity.
Try the tiger.
Try on something.
Try on the wall.
Try one's patience.
Try out?
Try res.
That's a phrase.
What's happening here?
Try roller.
Try the knot. Yeah, you better try the knot.
Try birdie.
Try your shoes.
Tries big in your stomach.
Trial run.
Trials and tribulations.
Tribunal.
Tricycle.
Trident. Poseidon's or gum. What does that mean?
It means like Poseidon's trident or the gum trident.
Okay.
I don't know why I put comment. Tried up.
Try your pants on fire.
Trifall.
Trilanders.
Triphone.
Typhoon.
Tripod touch.
Trirun?
Like
Oh, I
Skyrim.
get it.
Tritanic.
Tri-word sword.
Try again.
Try baby.
What's try baby?
I don't know. Try baby, try.
That's
Try hard.
that's 150. Try equals try.
Try hard. And sequels.
Oh, I guess I was gonna fill those all out. I don't know. I've never seen Die Hard. Anyway, try like an eagle.
Try me a river.
Did we do try like an eagle? No, that we said in the podcast.
No.
Try off the handle.
Try on X.
Try through one's teeth.
Try, you fools.
Turn a blind try.
Washer and dryer.
Oh, we're almost at the end. Oh, wait, wait. When pigs try.
Crap. Without batting a try.
Won't have a try in the house.
Wouldn't hurt a try.
You say good try. I say hello.
You got the wrong try.
Your try in April.
Ta-da.
That was 165 of them.
We were bored.
And we did it in a little under 5 minutes. We were not bored. I had a purpose. I had a purpose. I needed to do this.
Jeff's brain couldn't let go.
I looked through rhyming dictionaries for things that rhymed with try, then looked through idiom dictionaries for things that idioms
Can
that
you
included the
imagine that I
word.
live with this boy and I have to talk to him? Ugh. Exhausting.
And she's abusive to the cat.
Yes, I clearly see that.
She just smacked him.
She did.
It sounded like it.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Physically can't.
Can't stop the beat.
Yes. Can't. Control something.
Your feet, probably. All right,
I think
I'm
it's probably his
stopping.
feet.
I'm stopping recording now.
So after I thought of the Endless 8 joke or whatever yesterday, after the trailer or whatever, I was thinking like, not that I want to do it, but I think it'd be an interesting idea for a podcast to just
My
every
goodness.
week analyze the Endless 8, and then even the 8 episodes repeat forever until the cast, the people in the go insane. Like a
Can
year
we
of
not?
7 times through the loop. I know I don't want to do it. I don't want to make you do it. I don't want to make any of us do it. I think someone should do it though. Someone needs to take up the cause.
You're a weirdo.